It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. They're getting their first look at the Thunder, their first game of the NBA's regular season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
That adds a little extra emphasis to this first matchup, in my opinion, with each team wanting to grab the win and have a chance to sweep the season series the next time they see each other.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Taj Gibson is out there with McDermott, and it's Adams in at the 5. Now here's Gibson. Westbrook with a wide open look. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. They've done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
Johnson kicks to Jordan. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Johnson's got the opening basket of the game for the 76ers. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Johnson kicks to Duncan. 76ers moving the ball around. Duncan with a screen on Westbrook. Johnson a wide open look. Fires the 3. Another miss by Johnson.
Perfect positioning, and you know he will knock that look down more times than not. Just didn't connect there.
For 3, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone, or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched him there.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. McDermott for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. McDermott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here is Johnson. He has 5. Duncan outside. Adams against Shaquille O'Neal. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Shaq's got his first bucket of the night.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Could be. D willing to give that one up, and that mid-range jumper is his favorite.
Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And Gibson sends it down. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oladipo misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pierce dishes to Johnson. Lets it fly. Here's Shaq. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops.
And the Sixers, patiently building with young talent. And through all the losing, Coach Brett Brown talked about seeing the daylight. And I think we're starting to see it as well. The roster's starting to take shape, and maybe that optimism is just around the corner for the Sixers.
O'Neal hits them both. And the Sixers have drafted for talent rather than for need. A lot of front court players. You wondered, Greg, how it would all fit in.
And I think especially for a young team with so many needs, you're best served going with the best player available. They've evaluated how the pieces fit, and now they can make the moves necessary to complete that puzzle.
Duncan outside. Now the dish to Jordan. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Shaq. The rebound by Gibson.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. It's blocked by Shaq.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Under trailing by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook passes to Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. Fires for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Duncan outside. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Inside, O'Neal. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Brent, for opening night, you know that both of these teams are going to come out and try to make a statement.
Well, for teams who don't make the playoffs, Kevin, you want to come out here tonight and show that you're competitive. But for teams who last year went deep, maybe appeared in the finals, it's to let everybody in the league know we're back, we're for real, and you're going to be seeing a lot of us.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. The 76ers third, the Thunder in fourth.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot-blocking numbers.
So it's Philadelphia now. Screen by O'Neal. Johnson kicks to Duncan. O'Neal a screen on Gibson. To the paint. That's good from Shaq on the assist from Duncan. Shaq's got 9 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oladipo against Jordan. To halt the run. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt team in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 9. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Thunder have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That's good from Gibson. And the 76ers setting an all-time record for patience as far as going young, Greg, and building through the draft. There's been a lot of losing along the way.
Yeah, and a lot of questions to their strategy. I mean, but the front office said their philosophy was trying to plant an orchard from seeds. They didn't want to buy apples, I guess. They wanted to grow them from the ground up. Boy, they better get that harvest moving fast.
And you look at the Thunder last season, they were slept on as a contender for the title. Warriors and Spurs, very, very good, but in the same conference. Might have helped the Thunder to stay focused and fly under the radar just a little bit more.
Now here's Westbrook, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now the feed to Adams, beyond the arc, and the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And usually the Thunder are favorites to go deep, and that's exactly what they did last year, all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, you look at what Westbrook represented in Oklahoma City over the past 5 or 6 seasons, and there's no doubt with that kind of talent, you're going to have a chance every year, Kevin, to make a deep push.
Now here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Johnson with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's O'Neal. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Shaq's got 11 points.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Duncan. Pippen comes in for Pierce. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Magic Johnson. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Taj Gibson. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Andre Robertson in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Jordan, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Jordan kicks to Iverson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys they need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
Yeah, and that's going to be a result of this team playing with tremendous patience. You got to run the plays instead of gunning the ball towards the rim. Just make good decisions overall.
And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the offensive game plan, I mean, this is a guy that is the focal point in terms of how they're going to play. That's a tremendous amount of pressure on a player, no matter how talented he is.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And thinking again about Westbrook and his high usage rate, it's incredible, Greg, because he still plays entirely efficient.
It's crazy. I mean, normally the more shots you take, the more your efficiency drops. But Westbrook seems to be free of that. It's a big reason why this team lets Westbrook do so much for them on the offensive end.
So here's Westbrook, following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Westbrook dishes to Kanter. Can't connect from short range.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Jordan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Westbrook. There's a screen by Kanter. The leaner inside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Yao checked in for Shaq, and Kobe is subbed in for Jordan. The Thunder have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And, of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He really can time those perfectly. What an assist.
Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has said he'd like to see the league institute a 2 years out of college restriction. Brent, you played 4 years in college. I know you think that helped you. Do you think that requiring that extra development time would be a good thing for the NBA?
Interesting conversations I've had, Kevin, over the past 3 or 4 years with younger coaches in the NBA is the fact that with younger players, they have to take so much time to teach them fundamental things that chunks up a lot of the time that they would have in order to get their team ready for game 30, game 40. And so that teaching is really holding back a lot of teams from being as competitive as they should be once they get their season started. So 2 years, I think, is a great idea from Commissioner Silver. We'll see if that happens.
And here's Westbrook following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Collison. Westbrook's got 5 now.
And he needed that one to try to regain some confidence. Tough start, just 1 of 9 from the floor.
Pass to Yao, stolen by Kanter. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Shoots the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
Thunder trailing by 12. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
Iverson kicks to Pippen. Passes it to Yao. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Oklahoma City shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. There's a screen by Kanter. They set the screen. Kanter sets the pick for Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Westbrook missing again.
His offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
Kobe passes to Iverson. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. 4th, and it's Kanter.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Iverson. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
Here's Roberson.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Garnett. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot.
Good.
The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Under trailing by 15. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Yao Ming.
Man, you see his eyes? Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
It's Pippen on the wing. Here's Iverson. That's short off the rim. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, but also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Focusing on the interior, blocking out, maintaining position. That's glass cleaning 101.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The Stash brothers, Kanter and Adams inside. Oladipo is out there with Roberson. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Oladipo following the basket by Tim Duncan. Kicks it to Kanter. They set the pick. He feeds it to Roberson. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
Such a diverse offensive game. Kanter has a number of scoring moves he can go to, no matter what you try to take away from him defensively.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Thunder shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Duncan against Adams. He dishes it to Kanter. There's a screen by Kanter. Oladipo misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy. Oh, no, that happened. And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. No good from Duncan.
Well, the defense knew exactly how to play his man there. An outstanding effort.
Oladipo against Payton. Oladipo dishes to Adams. Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Johnson can't hit. Thunder trailing by 16. And Donovan, coming in from college, definitely had a bit of a learning curve, as all coaches who make the jump have. But, you know, Brent, overall, he wasn't afraid to learn on the fly.
I think he really did a great job of setting up what last year represented in his first year by getting together with a lot of the members of the Oklahoma City Thunder team. In fact, I went to an open gym in the summer of 2015, and I saw 12 Oklahoma City Thunder players working out in the summertime with Billy Donovan and his staff. That's a great way to get started.
That free throw missing. Taj Gibson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the second free throw, good. And Brent, going back a few years to your formative playing days in high school, you played at one of the bigger powerhouse high schools in California. How did playing on such a team that had such high expectations at that early age help your skill level and your overall basketball development?
Well, going to De La Salle High School, if I really wanted success, I should have been a kicker because the football team was off the charts. But we did have great success in basketball, and I did watch my 2 older brothers play at the school, so I understood what the program was about, what kind of expectations there were from the coaches with regards to accountability.
I bet you would have been a pretty good wide receiver.
I might have been, at least for one play, until a linebacker or a cornerback would cut me in half.
Barry going deep. He's got the ball, and there he goes.
Timeout. Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Some changes for Philadelphia. O'Neal comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Gibson the screen. Oladipo for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
And you've seen the progression of the long-range shot in Oladipo's game. He has to be accounted for out there.
To the inside, and Shaq with the slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Payton against Oladipo. He kicks to Robertson. Feeds to Gibson. 6 to shoot. Oladipo, the pass to Gibson. Here's Robertson. Misses the 3.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Payton kicks to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Johnson's got 7 points.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
Yeah, great ball movement and patience. They're working hard for those good looks.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. Gibson dishes to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Adams. It's blocked by Shaq. And he's able to get it back. Gibson for three. Doesn't go for him. Duncan with some nice D. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Duncan. And the shot goes in. Duncan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Oladipo, the pass to Roberson. High post try, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Duncan. He's feeling it. And that one goes long. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Now here's McDermott. Screen by Adams. Out to the wing. Here's Gibson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Philadelphia leading by 22. Duncan outside. Here's Payton. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Roberson. Up top, Oladipo. Adams outside. Gibson the screen. Adams outside to end the drought. No good. Shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score. When you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
Roberson can't hit.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable, Brandon. It's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Duncan. Pierce comes in for Michael Jordan. Bryant is checked in for Johnson. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Payton. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Grant comes in for Doug McDermott. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Andre Roberson. Difficult situation for Oklahoma City. Westbrook kicks to Gibson. The pass to Westbrook. Outside Gibson. And it's Grant in the corner. Outside Westbrook. It's Collison top of the key. Oladipo outside to end the run. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight. Some
room here for Westbrook. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Kobe's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Outside Westbrook. There's the dish to Collison. Down low, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Shaq with the screen. Garnett kicks to Iverson. Back to Garnett. Shaq a screen on Gibson. Pass to Shaq. Shot left block. Another miss by O'Neal.
That's just terrific court awareness there. The defense knew it was coming and just totally suffocated him.
For 3, Westbrook. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Kobe against Oladipo. Shaq with the screen. Kobe dishes to Pierce. Can't make good off the screen.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. The 3. And it's Westbrook again missing. Pierce wide open. He fires. Second shot opportunity. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The 76ers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Enes Kanter's checked in for Taj Gibson.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Well, I think they've always said speed, Brent, is a premium in this game of basketball.
Well, it's amazing by position who it is you think about, Kevin, with regards to their speed, because power forwards in this game today can take some long strides and really start a fast break with just a couple of steps. Probably one of the tougher covers in the league is Draymond Green in Golden State, with the way that he can play multiple positions and use his quickness against some of the big guys who try to defend what it is that he offers up.
Here's Iverson, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Shaq. It's deflected. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 6. Outside Collison. Out to the right wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. For 3, Westbrook. And he's good on the 3 ball. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, continuing his efforts to be more accurate from behind the arc. This will help his team spread the floor even more. Westbrook knocks that one down.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
And this is one of those challenges, mano y mano, each guy hitting from deep in the face of the other.
Iverson against Westbrook. Grant outside. Inside, Kanter. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Kanter's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside, Kobe to the middle. Here's Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Iverson against Westbrook. From 15 feet away, but they recover it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Another miss by Westbrook.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And here is Iverson. He's got 8. Garnett, the screen. For the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
And smart to do that on the perimeter rather than go inside.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. Yeah. I think Kevin Harlan should call the second half. How about you?
I agree.
Yeah, just like he did the first half.
As we return to Philadelphia, we give you a scenic view of the downtown skyline of this terrific city. A stunning sight. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Yeah, seems tonight to be taking the challenge on personally in the inside, challenging everything he possibly can.
Here's Johnson. Magic Johnson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the 76ers.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Now Oladipo. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times they shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A., one of the most competitive players in the NBA. Now Westbrook, following the three-point attempt by Taj Gibson. Another miss by Westbrook.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Case tonight of a game where a team does everything right. Fluid offense, lockdown defense. It's the kind of game you wish you could play every night.
Here's Adams after Magic Johnson's bucket. A 3-ball. Another miss by Westbrook.
Yeah, they just cannot seem to throw it in the ocean right now. 0 of 3 from the field is not what they wanted.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Johnson. Second chance shot. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 76ers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Shaq. And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old school big man in the sense that, Brent, he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Shaq dishing to Pierce. To the inside. And there's the feed to Duncan. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Johnson against Westbrook. Right side, Jordan. Here's Shaq. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And the Thunder making a change here. Roberson's checked in. The 76ers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. The free throw off from O'Neal. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Looking to end his cold spell. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You don't want to give Adams the in-one opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
And for years, people used to criticize Westbrook for his shot selection. You hear less and less of that, though, now lately.
Well, he's an MVP-type player in his own right. He led the league in scoring in 2015. Remember, with Kevin Durant out, and he did it very, very efficiently. It's a good problem to have if you're Billy Donovan and the Thunder.
Here's Roberson. 2 points. That one goes. Now here's Johnson. He's got 9. O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Guard it.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Thunder in fourth.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity. And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Yeah, just at the end there, you could see the shooter tighten up a little bit, losing a little focus, and that's all it takes. Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Outside Westbrook. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Jordan has it in the corner. Come on, shoot! Goes up the baseline, and the 76ers get it back. And that one is good. Shaq's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, this is when his game is at its sharpest. The offense flowing through him, and he's just getting it done.
Pass to McDermott. He feeds it to Westbrook. Off target with his three.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
That's good from Shaq on the assist by Johnson. Shaq's got 32 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Here's Roberson. Passes it to Gibson. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Roberson can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They get it back. O'Neal. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. O'Neal hits them both. Oklahoma City shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Westbrook kicks to McDermott to stop the run. And the shot is good. McDermott's got 5. The 76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside Jordan. Inside.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
At the line for your 76ers, Shaquille O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Yao checked in for Duncan. Pippen comes in for Pierce. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Michael Jordan. And it's Payton in for Magic Johnson. And he's good on the second. Oklahoma City shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. From 11 feet away, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 14.
I'm not sure what else you can do right there. Westbrook with the length and quickness to get the shot off, even when you're right next to him.
Here's Payton. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
Now, here is McGrady. Here's Payton. Back to McGrady. For three. They grabbed their own miss.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Gibson the screen. Adams with the screen on Payton. Shot off the pick. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got 16 points.
Well, you got two choices, both of which feel bad. You can go over or under the screen on Westbrook, but either way, he's too quick and crafty.
Now here is Yao, looking for his first basket still in this one. Down low. The rebound by Gibson.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Payton against Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Roberson. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Beautiful assist by Westbrook. The defense has to play him to score, which allows him to create for others.
Payton with the ball. Yao with a screen on Westbrook. Pippen for 3. It's Pippen on the wing. Pippen missing again. The Thunder have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And it's Westbrook again missing. Picked his pocket. Here's Roberson. McGrady covering. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Shaq. Bryant comes in for Pippen. And it's Johnson in for Payton. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Doug McDermott.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Here's Roberson. Kicks it to Westbrook. Inside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Feeds to Roberson. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Johnson in the corner. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Bryant against Grant. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. At the elbow, Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Johnson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. McGrady outside. Here's Johnson. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Johnson.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Johnson against Westbrook. Outside Collison to the right side. Westbrook passes to Cantor. Yao with the block. Johnson against Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got 14 points.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
And here's Westbrook from the arc.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
He kicks it to Cantor, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Here's Grant. Yao Ming picking up that last basket. Grant outside. He dishes it to Cantor. A putback, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. Dishes it to Yao. Stolen by Collison. Here's Westbrook. He drains the quick shot. He's got 18.
Well, Westbrook's so ferocious going to the rim. You have to defend against that first and foremost. But when you do, what about the pull-up? You got nothing.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points for him. McGrady kicks to Yao. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Enes Kanter.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Yao Ming at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Johnson. Oladipo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. There's a screen by Cantor. Rodman against Grant. Here's Cantor. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Cantor's got 9 points.
Well, the mechanics didn't look too bad there. Cantor with the quick release and excellent follow-through.
The pass to Bryant. It's tipped with 1 on the clock. Unable to get that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Thunder shooting a low 30% mark from the field. So for Oklahoma City right now, Sabonis is out there with Eustace. Then there's Grant. Then it's Norris Cole.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Now Payton. Garnett, the screen. From deep, Iverson. That shot off.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Cole, the pass to Abrinas. And there's another one for the Thunder.
A bad shot. Good result.
Payton kicks to Garnett. Fades back. He can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Sabonis. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Philadelphia. Payton kicks to Iverson. And I think everyone would agree that NBA players now spend more time developing their strength and athleticism than in the past. Maybe Michael Jordan was the first to really popularize that. How would you approach it if you were coming into the league now?
Well, I think every player understands that when you improve the most, Kevin, it's during the off season. And so guys either ask other players in their area who it is that they're working with and try to get together so that they have some company while they're in the gym, or they find some trainers that are going to push the limits of their potential so that in the off season they can come back next year bigger, better, and stronger for that season.
How can you play in the league now if you don't have a very comprehensive off-season schedule?
It's absolutely a year-round job, and there's some people on both coasts and in the Midwest that specialize in getting NBA players in particular ready for their next campaign.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Garnett. The Thunder have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And stolen by Payton. And now the 76ers on the break. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one. Oklahoma City shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. And Cole kicks to Eustace. A lot of international players coming to the NBA. Brent, the number have reached triple digits, about a quarter of the league now from overseas.
Amazing that NBA scouts and general managers continue to comb the globe to try to find the best available talent, and it still speaks to what it is that those club systems in the European countries are able to do with their younger players.
And I always think of the old coaches would go overseas, hold these camps, and get these kids at a very young age and teach them the principles of basketball.
And a lot of coaches, Kevin, are still looking at the fundamental elements of the game, and it seems like the European players are the ones that they always point to that are ahead of where we are here in the States.
Here's Philadelphia. They've got an 8-0 run. Kobe kicks to Payton. The three. It's rebounded by Eustace. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He kicks to Cole. Abrines, Iverson covering. Eustace passes to Cole. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City moving it around. No good from Grant. Philadelphia with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Iverson kicks to Payton. Payton with another miss.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
The dish to Yao. The three from Iverson. Here's Garnett. The 76ers with another miss. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Norris Cole is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Duncan, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jordan comes in for Allen Iverson. Here's Payton. Now here is Yao. 13 feet away. Duncan with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. So the wing on the left takes the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Yao's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bryant can't get it to go.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Here's Abrines. No good on the three.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
And you can feel a little bit of that frustration, just confused, not sure what the game plan is at this point.
They get it back. Yao. He's off on that one. Oklahoma City shooting just 31% in the game. To the left side wing. Abrinas guarded by Kobe. Cole the pass to Eustace and stolen by Jordan. On the wing, Bryant. That doesn't go either for Bryant. The Thunder shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. Last season, I heard Byron Scott say he'd support the creation, Brent, of a 4-point line beyond the 3-point line and another 3 to 4 feet out. What do you think of that?
What do I think of Byron Scott?
No, what do you think of the 4-point shot?
Well, I'm not for the 4-point shot, Kevin. There is a way to get 4 points on the possession, Kevin, but a 4-point line I don't think is something that the league needs to invest time in.
Agreed. And the 76ers making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And Grant drops them both. And the 76ers with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Jordan inside. Grant on him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Brent, there's been some talk that the dependency on three-pointers is bad for the game of basketball. Even Greg Popovich, your former coach, said they weren't great for the sport. Do you see any truth in that?
Well, I think Pop's just upset that he didn't have as good a three-point shooters on his team over the past couple of years. I don't think so, Kevin. I mean, the game is moving towards the three-point line and expanding the space and pace type of offenses that we've seen, and teams having great success doing that. It's really hard to fault a team like Golden State, who's the blueprint for that sort of activity, motion, and scoring prowess. That's what teams are looking to do. The copycat league is underway, so more three-pointers are coming.
Second free throw, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And you often see players talking with an official after a call or an on-call. Were you ever able to make headway with the ref by talking to them after a play, whether you agreed, disagreed, or whatever?
Well, the biggest part about it, Kevin, it's all about your approach. So if you walk up to the referees and you're kind and you're courteous, they're going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So it's all about your timing and your approach with the officials to point out something that may be happening in the game or a trend that you see in the early part of the game, just to draw their attention to some of that action during the course of a period.
Did coaches always make players aware of who is officiating and what to look for?
I really never had a coach in a pregame meeting, Kevin, come in and mention the officials who were reffing that game that night. Never happened in my career.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Fires from 14. The putback. Duncan on the follow.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. There's the screen. Grant with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. Cole dishes to Collison. Grant kicks to Cole. Lock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
To the paint. The feed to O'Neal. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-4 run. Peyton kicks to Duncan. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
At the line for your 76ers, Tim Duncan. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Thunder shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Here's Cole. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
O'Neal. Great D that time from Collison. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Collison with a screen on Peyton. Cole. But they'll get another chance. And a hot button topic in the NBA right now, intentional fouling. Brent, we've talked a little bit about it. What should the league do to take steps to cut down on the hack of player strategies that seem to be more in vogue now than ever before?
Of course, we always say just go up and make your free throws, big guys. But I think strategically there could be something done with the league, Kevin, that can make that rule very, very interesting. I've always thought that if the player as a center or whoever it is that you're going to foul stays in the backcourt and never enters the possession, he can't be fouled. When he enters the front court, then you can foul him and put it at the free throw line. So what you're doing essentially, taking a poor free throw shooter and having to play 4-on-5 for a possession if you're willing to keep him on the floor. And from a strategy standpoint, I think it would make it very interesting.
Here's Cole following the basket by Michael Jordan. Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. Peyton with the ball. Left side, Jordan. Soft touch off the glass.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Cole. Over to the wing. Here's Aprinas. The shot, no good. Shaq with some nice D. Philadelphia shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Johnson kicks to O'Neal.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
At the line for your 76ers, Shaquille.
And he can't get the first one. You look at the elite players in the NBA, a much more tight-knit bunch than maybe in decades past. Brent, not as much animosity as we used to see between players on different teams. Do you agree with that? And maybe more importantly, why is it different now than it was then?
We always talk about the AAU programs and what it is that these elite players are offered up in terms of their early stages of development, Kevin. When you're in 6th grade and you know somebody from DC is friends with somebody in Oakland because they get to see one another throughout the course of the AAU programs over the summer and where these tournaments are held, it's understandable that the elite players in the NBA are going to have relationships that exist before they get there. So I don't have any problem with it whatsoever.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the score by Oklahoma City. Kobe against Grant. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. It's taken away by Collison.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after Magic Johnson hits the 3. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Sabonis, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Kobe, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Straight attack.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. There's the pick. It's tipped. Cole, and Jordan sends it back. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
Yeah, and good to see that these guys are excited, gave their all and then some. This is the result of all that hard work.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. So is the Jet. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. What jumped out at me was that third quarter. He was all over the place, scoring at will, giving them a momentum they never truly relinquished.
Listen, he shot lights out from the floor, and not by accident. The job he did to find the open shots, get high percentage looks, was fantastic. And when he got those open looks, he don't miss, baby. He do not miss.
That was some of the most passionate rebounding work I've ever seen. Guys aren't supposed to be capable of getting that many rebounds in a single game. He was just an animal on the board. It was something special to behold.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.